Well, they say nothing in life is certain except death and taxes. And when it comes to what happens after you're gone, a will can make all the difference.
And August is Make a Will Month, so Tyshin Dawson joins us with what we need to know. So Tyshin, why is getting a will so important?
Well, most Americans don't have a will, and that can lead to families in limbo and disputes. But a local attorney says the process doesn't have to be complicated, and the peace of mind it brings is worth every minute. Only about a third of Americans have a will. Yet, without one, your loved ones could face confusion, conflict, and costly delays in court.
There's sometimes a misconception that only wealthy people with a huge estate need a will or even a living trust. It's definitely a misconception. If you die and you don't have any planning at all, the state is going to determine what happens to your assets, your property. You have no say over it.
A will takes effect when you pass away, and it appoints an executor and says who your beneficiaries are and where all your property goes. A living trust can protect you and your assets while you're alive, and after you pass away, those assets pass to your beneficiary.
Let's say somebody, feels as though they're about to pass, and they just write down, what they're leaving to their family members, and they sign it. How would that hold up?
Okay, Texas does have a law that allows what's called a holographic will. And so oddly enough, a person can write in their own handwriting and sign it and date it, and that could be valid in some situations, but it's not necessarily the best way to go about it because it might not have addressed everything that they really wanted to accomplish.
So he says to get legal help to avoid future headaches and disputes.
So the Texas statute on intestacy, when someone dies without a will, can be kind of complicated. Now, if someone's married and they have children that are both children of both spouses, then it might be a clean structure where all the assets are left to the spouse, right? But if it's a mixed family and they both have children from different relationships, or children from a completely different former spouse, then the statute can get really complex.
Hoover added that if you already have a will, you should review it regularly.
You want to look at it every at least 5 years. Sometimes we say 3 to 5 years. Powers of attorney, medical designations, and those sorts of things, we recommend that people look at every 3 years at least, so that you can keep those updated. A will or a trust can last longer if there's not been any big change in your family, your executors, your trustees, your beneficiaries.
And now that it's currently Make a Will Month, it's the perfect time to protect your assets and your loved ones. Now, if you would like to see this story again, head over to Texomashomepage.com.
A lot of valuable information there, and it's even important for those who maybe aren't passed on yet. If you have to help take care of them, too, while they're still living, it's important to have all of that documentation ready to go.
That's true.
Yep, Tyshin, thank you so much for bringing us that information tonight.